In this unit, we will take our data from the informing phase and the goal-forming phase to help us plan effectively. Then, we will look into how to filter and rank goals, as well as how to transform our goals into actionable tasks and objectives. Finally, we dive into the techniques for monitoring our progress and how to make use of that data. By now, we should have a list of goals defined from our previous goal-forming activity. These goals should represent our interests we brainstormed and data gathered on. Continuing the theme of data exploration and gathering, we could also utilize data to inform our plans. In previous lessons, we touched on how companies utilize data gathered to inform their overall strategy and plans. Recall that at the enterprise level, strategies are informed by a vast amount of high-quality data where experts utilize tools to find value in a particular dataset. When examining data-informed planning at the enterprise level, a couple of questions arise. How do we, as mostly non-experts on data, utilize a less than vast collection of data to inform our planning? What is the underlying mechanism for plan execution at the enterprise level we could leverage? First, when we brainstorm our interests, we should keep in mind the context and the background which allowed our interests to be formed. In other words, the interests we formed are first based on our own experiences, as we are a function of many variables collected over a long period of time. In fact, one might argue this collection of data is larger than what a company could have in regards to information about you. Second, by previously conducting further research in our own field of interest, we're able to discover new aspects of our interests and learn more about ourselves. Although we might not be data experts, we could leverage our own personal research to determine our planning steps. When it comes to progress monitoring, the feedback cycle is the underlying mechanism we could derive from the enterprise level and apply it to our plan execution. At each step of planning, we monitor our progress and determine our next steps based on our actual results versus desired outcomes. Viewing data as a key player in the feedback cycle, research has allowed many institutions to utilize data to, for example, inform ways teachers should teach or change the way policymakers should act on public health policy. Although change does not occur overnight, sufficient effort applied to execute strategies informed by data will enable us to get closer to our desired goals.